All right, man. Well, I'm starting to defocus, so I'm not going to give anything back. I will catch you tomorrow.
All right, buddy.
Hey, man.
See you guys.
Got a little bit of a double top up here at the day's highs.
That's what I was saying. That's the big double top play.
Mm-hmm. So I guess we can look at it like this, but I don't know if you've seen some of those messages that I was posting up yesterday. If we really start the day from 5:30, right, when the first move started, the trend is up. This is the first little pullback.
Just take longs.
Yeah, maybe stick a little bit more with the longs until we lose like this swing low, until we lose like 15,886. If we lose that swing low, then that kind of breaks the uptrend, and then maybe we can start looking and focusing more so on those short setups. But let's just kind of see if the day still wants to play out here with the long. So I got us in a little bit of a range from 885 to 982, 100-point range, and we're at the top of that range. So let's see if we want to continue. Because
I remember one of your videos a long while back, you know, just keeping the basic videos.
Mm-hmm.
For over the 200, longs only.
Exactly, yeah. And you kind of just ignore everything else. You just ignore the rest.
I mean, you might miss the move back down to the 200, but so be it, you know?
Yeah, yeah. That's kind of like what I mean by like, you kind of just want to build out that plan to like what works, right? So like when you can start identifying, hey, this is what's going on here. I'm okay with maybe missing a play or two here, but I want to just keep taking my plays on the same side of the trend.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at the 2-minute now, that one at 7:04 my time would have hit. And then even, I don't know about the 7:10 one. What was this? 9:08 to 9:32. Yeah, that one would have hit too. Because if we're looking, like you said too, I think you already looked at it. If you were looking at the 5-minute time frame, I don't even know. I mean, maybe you can make a case that this confirms for like a fucking tick. But I don't even think a short position really confirmed. It was kind of just pulled back into the 20, chop, 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 chop around, and then look for that long setup. You can really see the picture a little bit more clear on the 5-minute time frame. Guys, we broke the 982 level. I don't know if anyone was waiting on the high of daybreak, but it kind of broke it there. If you're just looking at the 5-minute time frame, that trend kind of is obviously visible up from 530, pulls back into the 20, let's just kind of wait and see what this does. And then instead of looking to go against the trend that's happened since 5:30, let's wait for the long setup. We'll see what kind of new setups we get for you here.
Yeah, that 7 o'clock your time would have worked.
Yeah.
This huge ass candle. How big is that candle? That is
64 to 907.
56
candle. Points, yeah.
So for this one to work, we need to get up to
106.
Yeah.
106, 105. I'm going to just put a line here at 107 visually so I can see if it does hit that. Got it at 0620s. Let's see if we get there.
Yeah, 109.
109. Okay, so let's move this up a little bit.
Well, 160.09, yeah.
Yeah. 160.09. Yeah, let's kind of see that. Stop losses here.
It's a big old man-sized candle there, baby.
Oh, yeah. I have a little bit of balls to play that thing. Or just one contract. I mean, give up 120 bucks on a trade to make 120.
On the 2 minute, it would have been a 41-point candle, and I think it would have hit by now. Let's see, 48, 41 would be 89. Yeah, that would have hit.
40 points, huh?
41, yeah. Of course, after back-to-back losses, I wasn't in a hurry to get in there.
So you lost how many points? Around 20 something?
20 and then 20.
So you lost 40?
Yeah.
So you lost 40, but you would have made 40, and then you were up. So you would have been back to what you were starting after the first trade.
Yeah.
See, that and that's all just probabilities, man. Like, so, like, I used to tell Biggs a lot because he used to try to cherry pick plays, right? So, like, when you cherry pick plays, how do we know that the play that we're picking is gonna work? And how do we know that it's not gonna work? So then when I used to think about that, I'm like, okay, well, someone can't sit here for 8 hours and take every single play, right? It's just not the smartest thing to do, because at the end of the day, you might be up 6 trades, down 4 trades, but the 4 trades you were down, you lost a little bit more points. So you're still going to finish the day red anyways. It doesn't really matter. So I guess the only thing that you can do, right, for like risk management, for just kind of managing yourself, is after every trade, you kind of evaluate. There has to be a point in time too where you do stop trading on the day, especially like when I was doing these back testing on these trades later on in the day. 2 of them failed, right? 2 of them failed, and then like 1 of them went. But like you would have given back money from previous 2 plays from earlier in the day, like before lunchtime. So it's like you got to get to a spot where it's like, okay, I need to stop trading on the day, or if I do lose this next trade, I'm also done on the day as well. You got to kind of find that sweet spot. So like for me, if you're able to recover and go back into the green today, I would probably just stop.
Yeah, and it'll vary also.
Or
the size of the reason why candle, you could have 2 20 winners and then your next trade's a 50 loser. You know what I mean?
exactly. Or you have to tell yourself like this: I got it. I'm taking these plays, every one, until I'm done on the day, whether it be for a loss or a green. Because at this point, if you took every one, you're back in the green. Let's say 20 points. You're back in the green. And then now at this time, you're analyzing, am I done on the day? Do I want to put myself in another particular play where I can give it back once again? Or do I just want to stop with this small loss? Versus the cherry pick, right? I just took 2 back-to-back small little paper cuts. I don't want to take the next one because if I lose again. But so in that particular case, since you cut it off already, are you done on the day? Right? Because if the next trade you take is a loser, right? Because I'm putting myself in this situation. If the next trade I take is a loser, after coming off 2 back-to-back small paper cut losses, but coming off the win to start the day, now I'm going to be pissed because I'm going to be like, God darn it, I just took another loser. But theoretically speaking, the trade right before this next one that you take, let's say if it's a loser, was a winner. So you should be green, but instead now you remained red. But if you take the next one and the probability on the next one is a loser, then now you're down double because you missed your other one. So I believe you have to take trades until you're done on the day, whether it be for the red day or the green day. You can't skip 3 or 4 plays and then try to come back later, because now your probabilities on the day are all skewed. You got to just play those days' probabilities. What is the dollar amount that you're in the red?
Oh, 159.
Okay. I think maybe you're good for another $100. 250 loss on the day, and I would stop.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. 250, 300, one way or the other, done.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday I quit at like 310. I said that's enough.
Yeah, that's good. So
when I was up.
You can also do this. I used to tell my cousin Andre, and I do it for myself, and I also did it for Biggs too, is we're up 310 yesterday, we're down 150 today. We're still net positive 150, 160 on the week, right? Or on the since we started this, right? You're still positive 160. So if you lose another 150 today and 150, 180 today on another trade, you're basically just at scratch. You're just scratch trade. So you can still finish the week green. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, just kind of monitor your days like that instead of like, oh, this trade's a loser or that trade's a, whatever. I lost today. No. What are we at on the week? Because that's all that matters. What are we at on the week? And then from there, okay, how do we do bi-weekly? And then what do we finish on the month? That kind of gives you a little bit of a broader scope to kind of think outwards to manage your money versus on a trade by trade basis. Because on a trade by trade basis, we don't know what the hell's going to happen. We could lose fucking 5 trades in a row. That's irrelevant. If we lose 5 trades in a row at $25, it's only $100, but we were up $400 on the week. Why are we stressed about losing 5 trades in a row? You see what I'm saying? So it's all relative to what you're already up and what you're battling back from, or what you're continuing to build a cushion on top of. So right now you're building a cushion off of 150 because you gave up 150 from yesterday. Guys, I'm still looking at NVIDIA over 462.50. Even that 5 play is getting real close to hitting too. Came up to 02, 16,002.
NVIDIA. Looks like it's got the old double, triple top.
I know. That's the only thing that's kind of making me hesitant. But if it breaks through, I'm definitely going to go. That 20 play, that setup though on the 5 minute on the video was beautiful.
Yeah.
458.50 all the way up to 462. That's $4. God, you catch that thing for $4, you are done, buddy. You're done on the day. I don't care what else sets up. You are done.
Today's the last day of the week, though. I'm teeing it up tomorrow morning.
Are you? I was out there not yesterday, the day before. I think we were going back out again on Saturday or Sunday morning.
What'd you shoot?
I was bad. I was bad, pup.
I hear you.
I was bad.
Frustrating game.
It is because, you know, I've never had a problem with the drive. I've never had a problem with the drive. It was always the mid game, the irons, or it was mainly like the wedge game was off. You know, either I was thinning it or, you know, I was chunking it. But I've got the nice feel now for my wedge game. Like I can put it, you know, with inside 10 pretty much, you know, a lot of the times, which is fine for me. And then I just have to, you know, it's all about playing mini golf from there. But it's the drive. I can't get it to go straight now. I've got this slice that doesn't want to go away, and now I'm trying to tinker with too much. My hand placement, I'm trying. I mean, I had my buddy record a couple of swings, and I was looking at him out there, and I'm really coming up over around the ball now, and it's like I don't know why. I was never doing that before. You know, I can drive it a mile, fucking 75 yards right. I was looking at the drive. It's my head's really coming way out in front of the ball before my hands are getting through the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I'm like leaning way too much. I'm coming, like my chest and head are coming way over the ball. My hands are dragging ass. So I'm trying to get my hands to get in front of the ball, you know, get that face through the ball and my head back, you know, like this, I don't know. I'm going to probably go to the range today and mess around again with some things. But you're a scratch golfer or no? You're negative.
No, I mean, the lowest I ever got was like a 0.5 handicap.
Oh, okay.
But that was freaking, 12, 13 years ago. I'm probably about a 6, 7 handicap
Gotcha.
now.
Gotcha.
But I was playing 3 days a week, hitting balls 3 days a week,
Yeah.
So. I just go out to the practice green and chip and putt for 2 hours a night,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I was on top of the playing and range time, so.
Yeah. That's the thing with golf. You got to get the swings in. It's just like trading. You got to get the trades in. You got to see what you're doing wrong. Got to work on what you're making mistakes on. Fix it.
Well, Nvidia busted through.
Yeah, I'm in on that. Sure as shit would be nice to see this thing go to 465. But it would have hit the 9s.
09.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it came right. I mean, 8, you know, I mean, I'll post this picture. I mean, I wasn't watching it at that particular time, but this looks sure as shit to me like it would have hit, but...
No, I've got the high of the candle at 07 even.
07, yeah, see, 2 points off. 2 points off.
Yeah, I always have the data box open. I just got tired of guesstimating where the highs and lows were.
Yeah. Do you got on your plays? Are you setting it up for a automatic take profit, or are you manually punching it in, like manually clicking your order?
When I get in, I've got a stop and take profit built, you know, way out, up and down,
Gotcha.
and then I figure out, I get the measurement of the reason why, and then I move the stop and take profit.
Yeah.
But yeah, when say if it hit 109, I'd have an order sitting there.
Good, yeah. Because what I'm gonna say is if this SOB doesn't hit 09s and pulls all the way back, imagine how pissed you would be on this trade.
Oh my god!
I mean, that'd be brutal. I at this point in time, even though that order is sitting out there, I would almost just say, you know what, I'm taking it. I'm out. Good is good for me, you know, like that's as good as, I mean.
I would probably move my stop up to like 20 points, take profit.
Mm-hmm.
And if I came back and hit that, oh well.
Yeah.
Just so I won something on the damn thing.
Yeah. And we're coming up.
Morning.
I don't know. Someone said something. We're coming up.
I was saying this morning. Morning.
Oh, who's that? Who is that?
Leo.
Where the hell you been at, buddy?
I've been around. I've been listening to you guys.
All right.
I'm still here. I ain't going nowhere, man.
All right, buddy. All right. Thought we lost you for a second. Back up to sevens again. Back up to sevens again, but.
Yeah, I'm showing 107.50.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
high.
This is the thing. That's the thing with trading. As much as you want that one-to-one to hit, I would have sold.
Gotcha.
You know, I mean, I'm away 2 points. I'm 2 points away now. Because if it goes through the 9s, if it does go through the 9s, and it explodes up another 20 points, we were never going to catch it anyways because it was going to fill our order. So I give up 2 points to make sure I lock it in. I mean, what were we talking about? That was a how many 60-point candle that we were looking at for one-to-one? So
56.
I took 50 points on the thing, you know, 51 points or 52 points.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah. But for the sake of, because I really want to like make something so concrete for a trader out there to just be able to follow, you know, just to have something simple to follow, start getting some confidence, stacking some money, making some payouts. You know, it really works if you just allow it to work. So we'll see. But I mean, again, you know, if a trader was up at this point in time in the day, I would not be squeezing water out of the rock. I would have just taken profits on this particular long play.
You'd probably have it up to the bottom of the previous candle, and that would be about 20 points or so. Let's see. 86. That's about 25 points.
I've got a line at the first hour highs. That's at 82.65. It looks like as of right now, these last four candles are kind of respecting that 82, 83, 84 as support. I'm going to sell half size here on the NVIDIA. Just because I want to tone my risks down a little bit. $462.50. It's up $1. It's up $1, guys. I don't know if anyone was on this call or trading options when me and Aaron were talking about it earlier. But it does have room into 465. That's still about $1.50 up. I don't know if I'm gonna sit and hold for 465, but I'm just gonna scale out every 30, 40, 50 cents up a contract here, contract there. So, Put, let me ask you something. If you were playing the 5-minute chart, and you took the long setup at 7 a.m. my time, if you took that long setup, that one hit, and then it also gave you another back-to-back setup at 7:10. So that profit hit during the new setup that happened. Would you have double dipped on that and went long again on the big one? Now? You see what I'm saying?
I see.
Because your 1-to-1 would have got hit on the 7:10 candle, and then it would have closed, and it would have presented a new one for you, which would have been the big candle that we're currently watching play out now. Would you have double dipped?
Probably.
Yeah, well, that would have been pretty good. A pretty good trading.
Yeah, it's kind of give or take it on this 5 or 2 minute. Like I said, you can get whipsawed on that 2 minute.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. But then on the other hand, when you do get a reason why, the stop loss is usually smaller. So
Yes. I'm getting down to one contract on the NVIDIA. That way I don't really have any skin in this game, and it's not going to make emotions go too much. So locked in profits, and basically just going to let this ride all the way down to break even, or a little under break even. I do kind of like Apple on this little double top up here on one of those big reversals. 195 is in 1 hour linear regression. Supply zone.
I meant to ask you about that. I wanted to go 3 months out on a put.
On Apple?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, where else is it gonna go? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's 194. That's way up there.
Yeah, I want 10 contracts on that 3 months out. I want to give it time.
Yeah.
It's funny. I meant to ask you that ever since yesterday.
Yeah. The
All right,
weekly
you give me
chart's
a,
also coming into supply as well.
yeah, man. Oh, like, 3 trillion market cap. God damn. How much more that sucker gonna go? I mean, stocks normally fall quicker than they go up, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
There's someone else talking on Discord?
That's Leo.
I don't hear him at all.
Oh, you don't hear him?
Oh shit.
Leo, what are you coming through my screen for, buddy?
No, that was by accident. They changed the shit up. They sent me a notification saying enjoy my new setup, whatever the fuck it is. So I'm here like a old man trying to get through this shit.
Gotcha.
Trying to mute it because
Yeah.
I'll be throwing you all off at times. Fuck.
Three putt, you get him to come through or no?
Let me double check. I think I might have him muted somehow.
Oh, okay. Nasdaq flagging up here to the top side. So still looking for that 16,009 break. That first hour highs is still acting as support at 15,982. Essentially haven't done nothing in 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes. 30 minutes just side by side by side. So then like an 18-point range here. Pulling back a little bit here. Oh, you gonna take the short?
Yeah, I'm in the 2-minute.
Okay.
So we were talking about only going long above the 200, but
Yeah. Let's see the theory play out here. Let's see. We're giving up. So what is that? 16, 17 points.
on the 2-minute, it is 12.5.
Okay.
About to get stopped out here.
If they look at the 5 on the big chart, it's right at support here at that 10 SMA.
Yeah, this 2 might be a little too choppy for me. A little too quick. Need a little more play in the 5-minute. There it goes. And you see in the 5-minute, you're miles from the 20.
Miles, yeah, I know it. Market's just really choppy. It hasn't really done anything since 7:20 in the morning. So about 40 minutes here hasn't done anything.
You took that. The next play should be in a long. Getting your ass again.
On a 2-minute, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just going up and down, up and down, up and down.
Screw that 2 minute.
Yeah, the only thing I can justify is say, I don't know, it's got, like, you got to let the candle close. I mean, you're gonna lose more if it obviously screams higher, but you'd still be in on your short play here because it didn't close over, just wicked over. But again, I mean, when these things work, you never even have to, that question doesn't even arise. It's just, it works. It doesn't come back and wick over. It just goes. So the market's just being a little choppy right now, a little finicky. We got the 20 SMA that was rising. Now it's starting to flatten out a little bit here. So we could be looking at a little bit of a change in direction or a lot of consolidation before the next leg higher. So basically, you're going to want to stay a little bit more patient here. The top of the range is still sitting at that 07s on the NAS. That 07s on the NAS. And technically speaking, we're still in that long position from the 5-minute chart. That 07s was the high, and I believe we needed to hit 09s for that true one-to-one.
Yeah.
So technically that play is still in motion here. So Let's see if this 20 play on a 2-minute confirms. I might jump in here. This is my first cherry pick and play here in the futures. Let's see.
Oh, man.
I'm in, guys. I'm in.
You get the golden touch, so why not?
Yeah, no, it's just my first fucking trade. It's just cherry picking it. So 89 is my stop. 98. I'm looking for 10 points here. I needed to get to the 9s as well, at least for a 1-to-1. And I
Reason why that's 8-point even, so you need to get to 06.25.
there's 7.
There you go.
There it is.
There you go. Look at you.
I'm out. All right, there it is. And did the 9s hit on an original play? No. 8. What do you got on the high? Is it 8.88?
9 on the nose.
Oh, so look at that, man. See, that's the thing, you know? That's the fucking thing. Because I know 90%, even myself is included, 90% of people, that was a big candle on that 5-minute chart. You know, to sit there and say, you know, I'm going to give myself 60 points worth of risk, or whatever it was, 50 something, whatever the hell it was. Am I going to give myself that whole thing to risk? And sure as shit, there it goes, you know, just stay patient. And then look, it definitely hit it now. It's way up there. The new wick was 11s or 10s. So it's kind of just like stay patient, right? Like, just either you already know the risk when you got into the trade, either it's going to hit or it's going to lose. You know, there's no reason to second guess it.
I guess when it gets way up, you know, go to break even.
Yeah.
And see if it goes the full distance, I guess.
Yeah. Or take something off, you know, just take a little something off. If you got 2 contracts, it's $250 loss on one particular trade, but could have taken something off and then held one and it would have hit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or just truthfully just get the 1 and, you know, just take the 1 and that's it. Lose 120, make 120. How about this one, Putty, in this short?
Oh, no. I had enough of that 2 minutes slapping me around.
11 to, what is this? 90. 21 points.
Yeah.
So 90
69.
to 69.
Look at it go.
69.
And anal, it's 21 and a quarter, but who cares?
Is it 21 and a quarter?
Yeah. It's 68.75.
68, 20. Let's go to 68.
I'm sorry, 68.75.
Okay.
You go down candle on the SPX and the NQ.
There it
Everything's
is.
coming down.
Boom. I'm out.
Telling you, man, I gotta eat whatever you're eating.
I'll tell you what, I'm not taking any more trades. Tell you that much.
What'd you have going, like 5 or 6 micros?
One mini.
1 mini. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, 451.64. 2 trades.
Oh my God.
That's it. I'm done. Yeah, I'm not because I'm just not gonna give it back. Like I'm being tight. I'm gonna be tight. You know, I'm not gonna give it back. So
that stop would have been a $400 stop.
yeah. So I had what I had is 2 trades in the chamber, but look at this thing go now.
Wow.
I had 2 trades in the chamber. They gave me $1,000 daily loss limit before they stopped me from trading. So if I was to lose 2 trades, give or take, you know, $400 to $500, I had 2 trades and I was done on the day. So if I would have lost one, I would have took the second one, and if that one would have won, I would have broke even, stopped on the day, and said, "Hey, market saved you." If I would have lost 2, been my daily loss limit, I'm just done, regardless whether I wanted to trade or not. And that's just like, again, that's just probabilities. But because I mean, the trade that you got stopped out on, so you got stopped out on it, and then the long also got stopped out, right? But then the last long that happened worked for that 8 or 10 points, whatever it was, and then this one worked for 20 points. So now you're still kind of break even, right? You see what I'm saying? Like you're still kind of break even, but what is still kind of putting you up was that first trade that you took on the day, more or less. And that's the thing with these cherry picking shit. It's like, I didn't know that these ones are gonna work. You know, it's like, but I guess, like I say, just keep taking your setups until you're done on the day, whether you hit your max loss that you want to lose or you hit an area that you feel is good to take profits on. But look at this stupid play. It's all the way down there. And it's lost to 22, huh?
And the 5 minute could be a reason why candle here.
Yep. Oh, look at this thing go. $30.32 point stop loss right now. The thing is on the 5-minute, we're right into the linear regression here on the 5-minute.
Yeah, overnight high is right there at 940 as well.
This thing go. Oh, man. So on this 5-minute play here, the take profit is literally in that opening range lows, that first, those lows we put in off the bell. That would means that they're going to pull the market all the way back down to where we open the day. If not, this is a good bounce opportunity here for a higher low be put in.
Well, they did. They took it right back to the open.
Mm-hmm.
Did not need those two big ass candles for my SPX spread.
You did or didn't?
Did not.
Uh,
Shook me out of my my put spread.
nah.
I sold it for 85 and bailed at 170. Been working quite often, but those two candles, not
Yeah,
good.
those are some big candles all the way back down to the open, huh? Jeez.
And it was so fast. You know, if it
That
crept down, you know, better, it would have killed more of my theta.
yeah, that was quick.
Well, the low of the 5-minute didn't get confirmed.
Mm-mm.
So cancel that trade.
So on the big chart, well, that's a 2-minute. Never mind. The big 2-minute big chart. 5-minute lost a linear, came down to the 50 EMA, bounced. So anything below 15,930 has room to 15,920. So it's got 10 points there, and then that's a big pivot point there at 920s. Because if it loses 920s, it's got room all the way down to 897. If it holds this area, then that's just a good bounce spot for a play back up to the upside. Getting back over the 5-minute 20 here. Trying to. Hmm. $46, $71, about 25 points or so.
See,
How many points is that?
47, 24.
What are we looking at? 05s?
24 even.
95s? No.
So 95, 75.
Okay. But if you're gonna take this, I'm on my third trade here, so this I might be on the wrong side of probability.
Well, I was doing it either way.
Okay, I'm just saying. Yeah, I got 2 winners. I might be due for a slap here. Come on, Putt, give it to us here, damn it. Pretty fucking close.
10 points to go.
How many cons you take? 10?
2 micros.
You up around 40 bucks? 30 bucks?
Yep. 42, 44.
I'm in on 4 contracts here. It's 100 bucks. I might just click the sell, dude, here if I or about 5-6 points off. I might click the sell button here. $91, 4 points off, dude. I just clicked the sell button. I'm out. I just don't want to give it back, but you're about 3 points off, 2 points off. 93, 94. Put your $1 off. 95. You should have got hit. No,
Got
maybe. It. Yeah. Woof. There it is. We'll fucking get 1 back, Putt. Get 1 back.
Yeah, I'm back to 120 down.
It's not fucking bad. It's not bad.
I'm just about back to go on the account. 49,977.
Good. I'm about break even now.
Jeez. Treading water as usual.
So on the account, are you getting steam? Like, let's say, are you building up steam intraday, and then like one trade kind of takes it back to break even and then down, or are you just going down from the start and then you have like a green day to kind of battle back? Like, how is it working for you? Like typically,
Kind of a little bit of both. I'll have 2 days I'll lose $100 or so, then I'll win 200, then I'll lose 200 and win 200. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you're basically just playing scratch golf right now, right? You're just playing the.
That seems to how it'll always be, unless I, that one Top Step account. I figure I'd go a mini at a time, and I just blew that one up. I blew that one up.
Yeah. So, yeah. See, the minis on a $50,000 account is really tough to do. You gotta be right. Like, you gotta be right quick, and you gotta give yourself some cushion. But
yeah, that 400-point stop adds up kind of quickly.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it, that's a handful of trades. I mean, we could knock that out in
or $400, not point.
Yeah, I mean, we could knock that out in 3 trades. The only good thing that I can take away is this is how it was really like taught and explained to me. You go through progressions in trading. So typically people come into the market and you get lucky off the bat and you make some money. You really don't know how, and then you chase that, and then you kind of give that all back, right? Then you have a long period of time where you're kind of just losing. You're draw down. You lose, you win one, gives it all back, plus some, you double it up, you lose. The next step, really getting into like profitability, is when you figure out position sizing that's comfortable for you, figure out some type of edge that you can work with, that you understand, and then you kind of go to scratch, and you're at scratch for a while. And for me, I probably sat in scratch for about 1.5 years, to be honest. And I'm not saying I want anyone to sit in scratch for 1.5 years, but there was a period of time where like I'd have really good fucking days, and then one day would wipe it all back, and then I'd have like a string of a couple days, and then one trade would take it all away. But I was scratch. My P&L really wasn't going down anymore. It was just kind of like floating up a little bit. Maybe I'd take a little bit out just to pay myself, and then I'd be back down again. I felt I was always trying to get back to just that starting balance. So like when you said right now, you're kind of just back to that starting balance. You're not really blowing yourself up. Again, Top Step account that you just blew up is different. You're playing minis. But if you have that account, like position size, it's 2 or 3 contracts somewhere in there, and you can kind of play scratch golf with that, where you're shooting a course score. Yeah, you're not going to be on PJ Tour, but you're also a hell of a lot better than your Sunday golfer who's getting out there one time a month. You know what I'm saying? So I like to use analogies, because Biggs played obviously professional baseball, so I played sports as well through college. So like I like to use sports as an analogy, because it's something that's relatable to you. Like, for example, I remember with him, he'd be like, man, I feel like, I win 2 or 3 trades and then I'll lose, 2 or 3 trades or whatever. I said, if you were in the league still, you're batting 500. I said, those guys are making $50 million a year, right? He's like, shit. He's like, I was getting good paycheck, batting 280, 300. I said, so if you look at it, you're basically winning 3 trades out of 10 if you put it into baseball terms, right? So for you play a lot of golf. I'm going to use golf analogies, right? You're basically like a scratch golfer now. You're better than a hell of a lot of other people who are trading, because I've listened to you. I've traded with you enough. You see the levels, you see where your stop's at, this, that, and the other. Sometimes it's just bad breaks on the market. There's nothing you can do about getting stopped out. Those are going to happen. But as long as when you are taking those losses, it's not a big blowout loss. It's okay, because as you can see, you can crawl yourself back. So now it's just all about now, if you want to cut that timeline in half to become profitable and to try to get over that hump, is just to continue to do the same thing now over a big body of work. Not one trade, not one day, over 100 trades over the next 3 months, but like really just hone in on it. And from there, understanding, hey, you know what? The market kind of gave me 50-50 trades today. I won just as much as I lost, but I'm up $100. Okay, I'm just gonna stop playing today. I'll just stop playing today because I'll take that $100 into tomorrow, and vice versa. If you're down $100, I'll take that $100 loss into tomorrow because you know what, I'm still kind of profitable or break even on the week. All I need is one day. I can go up $300 tomorrow, and now I'm up on the whole week $300, and $300 times 4 is $1,200, right? And as you get over time, you know, especially if you're doing prop firms, you have 2, 3, 4 accounts and making $1,000 a month. That's $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month. So scratch is good. You know, scratch is good. What's not good is I'm green all 4 days. Here comes Friday, and I gave back 4 days worth of profits. That's not good, right? That's still something that needs to be corrected, because no one day should ever give away multiple days worth of profits in one go. But if you're kind of like 1 day win, 2 days win, and then maybe you have a losing day, you know, and it kind of breaks even again, and maybe you go down a little bit, and then the next day you're kind of back to scratch. That's where you want it. You want it on that even keel, because remember, you know, your best traders are only hitting at a 52% hit rate, right? Like that's an average trader. That's like your average profitable trader is hitting between 50 and 60%. And depending on the edge, some traders hit at 40% and they're still profitable because the stop losses are tight. Because our stop losses are dynamic, meaning every trade is different, right? Every trade is going to be different. We're going to have those fluctuations in the P&L because, you know, sometimes we might be giving up 20 points, other times we might be giving up 40, right? And that's going to change our position sizing. So our stop losses are dynamic. We're not like a trader who comes in here. Like, the only people who can be profitable at like a 30% or 40% win rate is people who say like whatever their edge is giving them a strategy that's going to have 10 points of drawdown, but they're going to take 30 points of profit every single time, or 40 points of profit every single time. Those guys can afford to lose a lot more trades and win more trades. For us, with this type of strategy and this type of stop loss and this type of risk to reward ratio, we need to be hitting over 50%, 55%. So between 55 and 60%, that means, you know, you're winning every, I would say around 6 trades out of 10. I think it's pretty good. You're going to be profitable at the end of the week, but working that strategy, you're going to have days like today where, you know, you're down $100, but tomorrow you're up 180. So now you're up $60 on the 2 days combined. And let's say the next day you're up another $50. Now you're up $100. And then let's say you lose $50 or $80. Now you're kind of back to even, but then that last day you're up $150. So you're kind of carrying over a balance versus, you know, like really like having one day that's going to make your whole week. Like for us here, we can have one day that makes our whole week if we've had a good like market cycle, market run. So I do like the scratch. I like that you're keeping it even. You know, you're not a type of trader who's blowing everything up and, you know, one day, you know, because anyone can blow their account in one day. We can go on and put 1-2 minis on the table here on every trade, and we can just lose everything right now. Understand the position sizing, take the same setups, trade until you stop on the day red or stop on the day green, whatever number that is for you. I would say on, you know, $25,000 to $50,000 accounts, it's got to be somewhere in the ballpark of around 250 on either side, right? And if you, let's say you're profitable $100, I wouldn't try to target the 250 if you're not getting the setups, right? So just let it go, let the $100 day go and keep it. But if you're down 250, I would say on $50,000 accounts, you got to pretty much stop. That way it keeps you in the game for at least 10 days, 8 to 10 days. And you would have to lose 250 every single day. And I don't know, you know, anyone who's going to lose 250 every day for 10 days in a row. That means you got no strategy, no edge whatsoever. You're just fucking playing stupid, right? Because you're going to have wins and losses. I guess the moral of what I'm trying to say is that the closer you get to becoming a scratch trader every single day, every single week, you're knocking on the door. Like you're knocking on the door, because once you start to really make that jump and you actually see and trust what you're doing and how you're managing your risk is working, and how you're back testing particular plays when you don't take them that do work, gives you more confidence to take them next time. And then when they don't work, you already know that type of feeling. So it's traders who don't know the feeling of losing or know how to lose that gets them all squeamish and out of control. And then they go on tilt and they're taking this setup and that setup and that setup and this setup. So again, but I mean, like I said, I mean, I sat in scratch for like a year and a half. Like when I came over from my business that I had before, I brought some money over, made some really good money. And then I thought I knew everything. And then I pretty much lost money for a year. And then I sat in scratch for a year and a half where I really wasn't, I was just churning my account. And I know that that's true to a lot of traders, because even Biggs has told me, he's like, man, he's like, I felt like I was just losing a lot. And then now I feel like I just can't catch a bid. Like I win some, I just give it back. I win some, I give it back. I win some, I give it back. And I'm just even all the time. You're always around even. But now, I mean, I look at him, I mean, I talked to him a couple days ago. I mean, he paid himself last week, and I mean, I'm not going to disclose numbers, but decent, nice chunk of change. Pay yourself. You pay yourself, and when you get to that point where you're making money, and now you're actually starting to pay yourself, then you see, the ups and downs and the highs and lows, of your P&L is not really that big of a deal as long as you're managing that bottom line risk. So I think you're pretty close, man. I mean, I've been trading with you already for a little bit now. You're pretty close to it from what I can see. You don't really tend to get too squeamish.
Yeah, that's what I do is my spreads. I think I pulled out like 1,600 and 1,700 last couple months from doing spreads.
Yep. And that's it. And that's all you do. You just keep looking to take a little piece of the pie here, a little piece of the pie there.
If you look at the 5-minute NQ, it's like the mirror or opposite of yesterday, what you were talking about. If you were taking 3 long,
you remember
20
that?
plays, the same thing today. You had 3 long plays today so far,
and they all worked.
And all 3 hit.
Worked, and the short ones are getting stopped, right? So,
well, there weren't any short on the 5-minute. I was fucking off at 2-minute.
Yeah. There was no shorts on the 5 on that, but on the 2-minute, yeah. So you see how we're taking short plays on the 2-minute, but we're going essentially against the whole overall day's trend. So I want to ignore those. Definitely when you can decipher, because again, how many times have we sat here and the market's doing nothing for 2 hours? It's literally in a range and it's top, bottom. It made no new high, made no new low. It's going sideways. Those days are tricky too, because a trader like us, like the way we're doing it, we'll get into these plays and we'll take 1-2 plays getting stopped out, and we're like kind of waiting. Okay, where's the one that's actually going to go? That's going to put me back into the positive, and it just never comes. So those days, because we do have them, and I've been caught on those fucking days, especially with futures for some reason. I've been caught on those days, and I've lost these stupid prop firm accounts doing that.
That sideways stuff, brutal.
Trading that sideways nonsense when we can realistically we can see the market's range bound. Like right now, I can see traders saying market's choppy today. Yeah, a little bit, but it's also trending higher, right? And if you look at it from 5:30, from when those numbers dropped, it's visibly up. Like it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that. It's visibly up. So yeah, maybe the time you're sitting in front of the charts, right, Mr. Joe Schmo, the market's chopping, but the trend is higher today. We are making new highs. So until we realistically start to break down below a swing low, and you kind of know what that means, no put? So like if we lose a swing low. So if we lose a swing low, then yeah, now we can kind of say, okay, the momentum has shifted here. Yes, maybe I missed that pullback from the highs to breaking that swing low. That's fine. I'll give that up, because you need that confirmation to kind of tell you, hey, this uptrend that it's been in is now broken, and now we could kind of flip to looking for the short plays. So for us here, our swing low is basically sitting at around 15,930, right? That's our last swing low. So if we really start to close below the last swing low and we start to confirm that, then you can obviously see we're coming into the low prices here of the previous swing low of 886, and that's where you would play that to. And then clearly, if we lose and close below that, we're playing back down, go to a bigger time frame and try to find a bigger level for that, you know. But yeah, ultimately you want to definitely stick to the long plays here. And on a day where it is kind of grinding, right? It is kind of grinding. I would personally avoid playing the breakouts today, because if we look at the breakout right off the open at 6:30, anyone who took that pop, who had any anticipations of holding for longer, got slammed, right? And then the next breakout high of day was around like that 993s, quickly went up to like the 609 or 610 area, chopped around, pulled back. But it's the bounces, right? So you want the bounces on a trending day versus the breakouts, right? So let the breakout go, let it pull back, take the bounce, or take the second time it passes through. The second time it passes through the high of day, not the first time. But yeah, just kind of stay on the right side of the trend until the trend is no more. I think yesterday it gave us 5 setups to the short side all day from open to close. And so far right now we're on 3.
Yeah.
3 solid ones that all would hit for 1-to-1. And that's also a thing too, like that I do in my back testing, is like I'll go through today when this day's over, and I'll look at the trades, right? And I did take 3 trades today, but I didn't take all 3 trades today. I took the one short, remember, on the 2-minute, and then I went long. So I realistically missed out on those first 2 long positions at setup because I wasn't trading futures at that time. But you know, when I'm going to do my back testing tonight, I'm going to look at this chart and I'm going to tell myself, you know, like the trend was up since 5:30 in the morning. I should have let this market pull back, and I should have been all over those first 2. My P&L would probably be double right now, because those plays were clear. You know, they were clear, they were visible. Stop losses weren't that crazy on them. It's kind of the same thing that I'm working with Aaron on. I know he's on the option side of things, but he just wasn't catching a bid, you know, like it's just, you know, taking plays off the open because they're spiking and then it's pulling back. He's getting caught right in that pullback, you know. So if I'm looking at the NQ chart, for example, let's say this is, I don't know, NVIDIA or something. He's taking that candle right off the gates, and then 5, 10, 15 minutes later, it's pulling back. And then he's stopping out. And then he's looking back at the end of the day, and it's like, man, if I would have just had a better price or stayed in, I would have made money. So I'm really been working with him on the side for, you know, having your levels drawn out. That way you have a plan. Because if you don't have the plan, and you don't know what you're looking for, you're just kind of taking trades long, short, because, oh, it's moving down and we go short and it's bouncing. You know, it's like, you got to know what the hell you're looking for. And I mean, today, I think he went 2 for 2 on the day. I made some scratch. So when you have a plan, you're always a lot better, because you're already anticipating a loss, and then you kind of know what you want to take as far as the profits or where you want it to go. And other than that, that's about it. This is a boring business. I've been telling Biggs for fucking 3 years now. This is probably the stupidest business anyone could be in. There's nothing exciting about this shit. You know, it's almost a gimmick to me that you're able to make money. Like you can make money this quickly just clicking a couple buttons. Doing
or lose.
or lose, right? Doing absolutely nothing, you know, minutes. So
those two big ass candles just killed my spread.
did it come back at all or no? Like, did it come back like the... Oh yeah, it did.
Yeah, it's similar to NQ.
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh well, wasn't a lot of money.
I wonder how the rest of the boys are doing. Let's see if anyone's out there. I'm going to post a chart up. It's kind of similar to the one I just posted in the futures channel, but I moved the levels around a little bit to the swing lows. I'm going to go grab a cup of coffee. I would definitely, if you're still going to take a couple more trades, if you see some things kind of set up between now and the close, just kind of keep in mind, let those things pull back, you know, try to stick to the long side until we lose a swing low, and then just kind of use those lines that I marked out as take profits. So like if we lose this last swing low, we've got room into that next swing low, and then obviously if we lose that one, if the market gets squeamish, we've got room to the next one and then the next one. You can kind of play those zones and kind of see exactly what you're looking at. They have the prices on there. That way it just kind of keeps you on the right side of things, you know, like if you got a 20 set up here, but then, you know, we haven't really taken out a previous swing low, should we really be taking it? You know, and if you do take it, you know, below, right now it's sitting at 993, the 20 SMA. I mean, it's got room down to 931, but just remember it could stop at any point in time there. So if we are trying to really target the 1-to-1 on it, maybe, you know, be more hands-on with the, oh, I'm up here and it's kind of stalling, take some profit. And if not, you know, as it looks now, I mean, again, we're going to come into lunch hour, so something's going to happen. Normally in the lunch hour, we tend to reverse the move or go sideways. So we go sideways and reverse the move of what we've been doing. So if that's the point, right, if that's the case, then if we kind of trickle down towards this 20 and we do lose it, there might be an opportunity there, but I would definitely treat it more as a scalp. Just trying to get in, get a little bit of profits, eat up some of the loss, and then kind of wait as we start coming out of the lunch hour to see what's that new setup. Is the new setup down towards a swing low, or do we reconfirm the 20 SMA and continue on the run that we've been going on? That way it'll kind of keep everyone on the right path. But I'll be back. I'll be on Discord, but I'll be back in a minute.
All right, dude. Thanks.
All right, buddy.